One of the questions that we get most often here in the office is, what if my records have been lost, stolen, destroyed, or quite honestly, I just didn't keep very good records during the year? And that's a situation that we've had the opportunity and the responsibility of dealing with many times over the last several years. And I want to bring your attention to one particular very serious weather event a little bit more than 10 years ago that'll serve as a very good example. Probably most of you remember when Hurricane Katrina went through the New Orleans area. We were contacted by dozens of different types of businesses, and it honestly was everyone from truck drivers, construction workers, contractors, and quite honestly office types of businesses of all kinds, where quite honestly their records were literally swept away in the floodwaters or by the hurricane. That was also before the time when the cloud was available, and so there was no such thing as having your records stored in the cloud or using the cloud, as it were. So literally, if your computers were lost, then your records were destroyed and wiped out. Literally, we had dozens and scores, particularly of drivers, calling us in a panic, wondering, what on earth am I going to do? I have no way to document my income or my expenses. Fortunately, we had already had years and years of experience in reconstructing records and in estimating expenses using several different methods, but specifically including the IRS's own methods for reconstructing income and expenses. And so we were able to assist many of these truck drivers, and again, many of them were owner-operators, many of them were company drivers, to reconstruct their expenses. And those that we weren't able to specifically help, we were able to educate many of them on the process to go through so that they were able to not lose the benefit of their expenses that they had. And throughout working with owner-operators and company drivers for many years, we have the experience of learning what the approximate expenses are for a company driver or an owner-operator, regardless of whether the gross income is $50,000 or $500,000. We have a fairly good idea of what your expenses should be, depending upon your gross income. So if you are in a situation, or if you know someone that's in a situation where records have been, like I say, lost, stolen, destroyed, or just not available for whatever reason, definitely let us know and let them know to get in contact with us, because there are specific ways that are totally accepted by the IRS. As I say, we use their own methods sometimes to estimate expenses. You don't have to just send in a tax return with your gross income. There, you get to take advantage of your expenses, even though those records, like I say, may have been lost, stolen, or destroyed. Interestingly, we occasionally run into a halfway humorous situation where a truck driver will give us a call, and he will say that he went home to find his disgruntled ex-wife or girlfriend burning his records on the front lawn in a 50-gallon barrel. But as serious as that situation is, obviously it's a little bit humorous, but whatever the reason for the records not existing anymore, we can definitely help with that. So give us a call, and we'll move on to the next segment in just a moment.